Now, when Freddie Marsh got laid off in the wake of the pandemic, he decided to take a hike. Well, he decided to take lots of hikes, actually, and he has put them all on YouTube.
One thing with this hike is there's a lot of little intersections.
Well, that is Freddie Marsh and his husband, Dave Emery, on the YouTube channel, Freddie Got Furloughed. Now, Freddie wasn't planning on taking the summer off from his job in the travel industry, but when COVID-19 started, he found himself with plenty of time on his hands and lots of places to explore. So Freddie got to work. He's posted a video a day since the end of June, with more to come. Freddie Marsh, hello to you. What a great project.
Hi, Gloria. Thank you for having me.
So have you hiked today yet?
No, we will do one later. Normally we'd be hiking at this time, but this interview is more important. So we're going to go for a hike later.
I'm glad you got your priorities straight. Thank you very much.
You took priority, yeah.
So why did you want to do this project?
Well, I'd been working for the last 6 years in the travel industry as a business development manager for a company called Playa Hotels and Resorts, which owns and manages hotels in all-inclusive resorts in Mexico and the Caribbean. So, of course, with the pandemic, not as many people were traveling. So, unfortunately, I got furloughed. And I actually was having a tough time with it because it was a big change in my life. I traveled with my job about 50% of the time. My territory was Western Canada, so I was on the road in the West a lot. Plus, I was down at our resorts quite often as well. So when I got furloughed, I had all this time on my hands, and I was actually suffering from what I found out now was anxiety. So I was having sleeplessness, waking up, almost feeling like I was having heart issues, which I know now was part of the anxiety. And my partner, Dave, my husband, he suggested that maybe I start filming some of the hikes that we'd started doing, because a good friend of mine, Scott, who has a very popular YouTube channel, Virtual Dinner Party is the name of it. He helped me out, and I thought, you know what, that's a good project. I'm naturally a very creative person, and so I thought that would kind of scratch that itch. So we just started filming the hikes that we were doing every day, and I started posting them on YouTube, just sort of for me and for friends and family, and it's sort of become a little bit more popular as the time has gone on.
Well, you haven't just scratched the itch. You've really dived right in, haven't you? You're shooting these pieces. You're doing the commentary on them as well. You're doing the editing. Did you imagine it was going to be this much work?
You know what, I'm going to be completely honest. It is a bit of work, but it's very low production value. So I'm just filming it all on my iPhone, and I'm using the iMovie app. So it really doesn't take me that much time to do it. And it's kind of fun, actually. That's kind of I'm getting some enjoyment out of the editing and that part of it as well.
Well, just how much of a hiker were you before all of this?
Not a lot. Like, we had done some local hikes. I did Grouse Grind a few years ago. I'll probably never do that one again, by the way. We did Mount Seymour Trail. Like, I'd say about a couple a year. So definitely neither Dave or I were huge hikers. So this is a relatively new thing for us.
Nice, but a hike a day. What are some of the standouts? You know, some of your favorite discoveries?
You know what? We are so lucky living in Vancouver. We have so many awesome hikes, within just like 20 to 30 minutes from home. So I love Minnetonka Regional Park. I'd actually never even heard of Minnetonka before until I started doing some research on hikes. We love that one. Port Moody has some great hikes with Jug Island and Admiralty Point. And what else did I like? Oh, of course, North Shore. There's so many great hikes on the North Shore as well.
I agree. I've just been getting out myself this year and noticing that there are a lot of people out there exploring these days. So it can get a little bit busy on some of the trails. What would be, your best advice for avoiding the crowds?
I've got a really great piece of advice. There's an app called All Trails. It's a free app to download, and you can plan your hike depending on if you want an easy, moderate, or difficult hike, also the length of time. But also it has a feature where it says if a hike is low trafficked, medium trafficked, or high traffic. So we usually, during the weekend, we'll do a low trafficked hike, and then we'll save the heavy traffic for, since I'm not working right now, I'm able to go out midweek during the day. So we usually do those. So I'd recommend that. I do have to say most people are pretty good about social or physical distancing on the hikes as well.
So what about when the weather gets a little bit cooler and we get some moisture in our midst as well? What are you going to do then?
I can't wait because that's when I can hit some of the heavy traffic trails when nobody else is going to want to be out there. I'm not going to be out there when it's like torrential downpour, but definitely I'm looking forward to a little bit of rain, and I'll continue on. I'm hoping that I'm going to be back at work this fall sometime, maybe just part-time. We're not really sure yet, but I'll definitely keep up with the hikes even if I go back to work.
Excellent. We will certainly be checking out Freddie Got Furloughed intensely. So Freddie, thank you so much, and congratulations on finding such a great pastime.
Great. Thanks, Gloria.